Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
and we are live. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Today's going to be a little different. You know why?
Tell me why.
Because I'm actually going to try to be the host. I am always the host, but I want to do the incredible honor of one, introducing who we are first. So, everybody who's listening, I'd like to say hello and welcome to Just Engaged University. We are your hosts of this beautiful podcast. And what do? We support engaged couples through so many different avenues, but a couple of those avenues would be we have an ebook, we have classes, memberships that you can take. We just put out an amazing course on marriage or money, and you can go to marriageormoney.com, which really is, I'm going to say, the huge foundation of everything that we're going to be doing in the future, because we are so passionate about engaged couples, making sure that they have an amazing 1 to 5 year plan for their marriage financially and looking at the whole aspect of everything. And this is the number one way that we know how to give you the resources and the tools to just have an amazing marriage. But like I said, we have the podcast, we have blogging, and then obviously we have what we do on the sides. But today, and by the way, my name is Yvette, and this is
I'm Giovanna Burgess White. I'm
Giovanna
super
Bridges
excited.
White.
I'm the co-host of Just Engage University podcast, founder of Just Engage University, everything Just Engage couples. But
Everything.
today I'm just taking a backseat because today I'm a guest.
Yay! Okay, Mrs. Guest. Okay, well, first, because we do talk about everything to do with engagement, and in the past, God, 18 months, over 2 years, God, whatever it's been, I truly am so thankful that we have brought behind the scenes. We have brought what COVID really means during the pandemic, how people were transitioning, the resources and tools that we could bring, not only as Just Engage University, but individually. And I feel like today is just going to be a continuation of exactly everything that we're doing, because what we're going to be talking about and the introduction of what you're saying and your announcement and the big things that are going on is really just a continuation of all that. And one thing that I really appreciate about you as a person is that you take on a task head on and you see whether it's an issue, a problem, how you can help someone, how you can help the community, how you can help the wedding industry. You see the big picture, and then it's like you just dive in feet first and go, okay, well, how are we going to do this? What are we going to do? Because this needs to be done. And the exciting news that you're going to be talking about today has everything to do with just that. I would like to really just start off by saying who you are again shortly, but combine how you got to be really owner, director, and extraordinary woman with your private entity that you're going, and then how that slowly transitioned into your big news.
Okay. I
Okay.
love it. So again, I'm Giovanna Burgess White, and I am the owner of the new Fountain-Pointe at Mia Bella. So formerly known as Mia Bella Houston. The exciting news today is that we've changed our name and our look to Fountain-Pointe at Mia Bella, and just super excited to. We just anniversaried 3 years in July. Mia Bella was kind of founded and restarted, reborn in 2018, and it's a beautiful wedding venue in Houston, Texas. And through this pandemic, we partnered up with Pop-Up Wedding Houston. We have celebrated over 80 events, 70 couples in the past 18 months. And whether you want to call it changing the industry, changing the way we do weddings, changing the way we just do events in general, we have pivoted and we have started something bigger and better, but on a smaller level. So I want to talk about that today. I'm so excited because not only is it a new name and a new look, it's new celebrations. We are not really changing anything when it comes to what we do. We are all of the experiences, none of the stress. We just saw the problem, like you said. We saw a problem during this pandemic. Nobody can have big events. Nobody can have their big weddings. There were people who were on hold. There were people that still wanted to plan, and then there were new engaged couples. Like there was just so many couples wanting to do things. So you and I partnered up, and we really pushed pop-up weddings. That's your brand, and we made it evolve. We did elopements, we did pop-ups, we did micro weddings, we did all the things from 2 people to 7 people to 50 people. But we heard our couples, they want that forever and ongoing. So we have decided at Fountain-Pointe to just really focus on those small, intimate celebrations. I think 80% of our business within the last 18 months were 50 people or less. And that's not just weddings. That was birthday parties, graduation parties, just milestone celebrations. And people just learned that, look, we're not going to cancel life. We're not going to cancel love. We're not going to cancel celebrations in general, but we're going to do them smaller. And you and I really work together with our team of vendors and put the perfect experiences for every single couple and every single client. No matter what they wanted, we have that available now. And that's something that we're moving forward with now. So super excited to introduce that and really just dive deep into what that looks like now.
That's awesome. Okay, so first, where does Fountain-Pointe come from? So it's Fountain-Pointe at Miabella.
Right now, it's Fountain-Pointe at Miabella. At the beginning of the year, it'll just be Fountain-Pointe. And again, we don't want to confuse our clients. It's still the amazing old Miabella, but Fountain-Pointe because we have 2 fountains at our venue. So if you haven't been, I'm going to share the website in a little bit. But we have this beautiful fountain right behind our ceremony site. It's where couples get married, where a lot of our quinceañeras and sweet 16s have their beautiful pictures done. And then we have the small fountain in the courtyard. So we wanted to go ahead and embrace that as our logo. And point just being a point where people meet, a point where people come together, a point where celebrations are happening. So we just merged the 2 names, and that's how we came up with Fountain-Pointe.
Yay. Okay, so why, not the reason as far as like why pop-ups or smaller weddings have become so popular, because we already know the reason, we've already done podcasting on. Why do you think specifically Fountain-Pointe is really perfect for smaller celebrations?
Well, now the fact that we've done over 80 is one, but 2, this is the need that we saw from couples and clients. There was no, I don't want to say this, there was no venue that really had those packages, those prices, those options. That's what it comes down to. They were just kind of doing it in the moment. And then a lot of the venues are kind of going back to trying to host, bigger, larger events. We just saw in such a short amount of time, no matter what experience a couple wanted or a client wanted, they wanted it in 3 months, 6 months, 8 months. They didn't want to wait. So we really have, between our teams and our previous celebrations, have mastered it, and we know what people want. And you can get it all inclusive. You can do the full experience, or you can just pick it a la carte and how you like it. But the most important thing for us is that our teams are trained. Our teams have done it. And we can say that we are, the home of intimate and safe events. And so with our preferred partner list, our preferred vendors, we've just mastered the pricing, we've mastered the look, the feel, and we really take the stress out of the experience. We want our couples and we want our clients to enjoy celebrating, to enjoy not even the planning process, just being able to book a date and then show up and have a party. And that's where we've all, as a team, come together and done that. And thanks to our previous couples who have not only given us amazing reviews, but personal testimonies, and we've had some commercials and of real clients talking about what the experience looked like during a pandemic. And then also couples that were like, look, we just don't want to wait. We want to be able to celebrate. We've now seen different priorities in our life where we thought, we wanted to have 200, 300 people. That's not a priority for us anymore, but we still want to, move along in this journey. We still want to get married. And now we just want to do it with our friends and family, that are close friends and family, but also it's okay if people don't want to come. Like, we have experienced this whole new way of just getting together, and it's now okay to tell mom and dad, hey, you know what, we're not inviting extended family, or sending a virtual invitation to do virtual live streaming. There's just so many options now, and it takes the burden off the couple. It takes the stress off the families. It just makes celebrating love and celebrating milestones fun again. And I think that's what we've perfected at Fountain-Pointe.
Great answer. And I love all the pop-ups that you put in there.
Well, that's the majority of our business. So
okay, so I'm just going to pretend I am like, oh my gosh, hi Gio, my name's Yvette, and I've been online searching, and I came across you guys. And I'm just so confused right now. There's so many options out here. So like in a blurb, like why would I go with you guys? Like what are your main highlights? What makes you different than say the other three venues that I just got off the phone with?
For sure. I think the number one thing I would tell you that is what is your experience that you want? Like, what are you looking for? Is it a time thing? You want a long wedding? Is it a guest count thing? Let me know that first, and then I can kind of, guide you in the way. So what is your ideal dream situation right now? If you got to plan a wedding in the next 6 months, what would you like?
Okay, my ideal situation would be 50 people. I want to be involved, but I really don't want to have to plan it. And I kind of want to just know what I'm getting into. And I just really want it easy. I mean, like really, really easy. And then for me, it's just all about a party. I just
Okay.
want a really nice party.
Perfect. And then I would also just say, did you and your fiance and your partner talk about a budget yet? Because we have transparent pricing online, which a lot of venues don't. So that's a great way for us to kind of get you started in the right way. Is there a certain budget that you guys want to spend? Because that's important not only to you, but for us so that we can guide you to the right experience.
This is fun because this is the normal answer. Not really. I don't even know really where to begin with that. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be budgeting for my wedding.
No worries, we can help you. So just based on 50 people, and give me a time frame. Are you looking for next few months, next year? What are you guys really wanting?
I would love if we could do this before the end of the year. That would really make me happy.
Okay, well then that makes it so easy. We have two amazing options. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the information. You can either do a pop-up wedding, which is pretty much everything that you would have in a full wedding except for the dancing and the dinner, which you did say party earlier, so you may not want to do that. But there's an option for the 7 p.m. slot to have the dancing and the dinner. Or I can just send you what a micro wedding looks like. It's just going to be, again, everything that we would do in a big wedding in a smaller amount of time. It's 4 hours. We do all the planning. You come in 4 hours before, you get ready, and then we just throw you at the party that you want, the party of your dreams. There's still going to be the planning and design concept. You get to pick your colors. You get to pick the theme. We set up all your consultations. We set up all your vendor appointments, and we put everything on a timeline, so it makes it super easy for you. Again, stress-free. Time is extremely valuable, and we're talking about 3.5 months left to the year. So we want to make sure we can get you in on an October date, November or December date. So the great thing about Fountain-Pointe, you can find that all online. I can send you to a link. You can look at the dates that are available. You can see which experience is best for you and your partner, and then also has pricing on there. So okay, do we want to spend a little bit over $10,000, or do we want to spend a little bit less than 10? We do have an experience for everyone, no matter what size, what budget, and what time frame you want to be in.
Oh my gosh, this sounds like my dream come true. So I'm super busy. I don't have a lot of time. Is there some way I can look at all this online, like visually what it all looks like?
Oh my God, yes. So it's so easy. I'm going to send you 2 links so you can look at what pop-up experience looks like and what a micro wedding experience look like. When you talk to your partner, you look at that, it tells you the details, the pricing, the time frame that's involved. Then you just book a tour. The tour is also available online. You pick the dates that we have available. You come in and tour, and then after that, we just do your booking, and that's as easy as it gets. 3 steps.
Wow, this is a dream come true.
Yay! Easy for everyone.
Yay for everyone. Okay, I just want to give you a couple shout outs that I think of. So obviously I'm a wedding planner and a planner by nature. And I just want to share from a planner's perspective what it is that I really like about Fountain-Pointe that I don't necessarily see at all other venues, and nothing against other venues. But when you're planning a wedding, ease is everything. When you're the coordinator, you want good communication. You want to know who you're talking to. You want to know that you can rely on them. You want to know that they're going to answer your phone calls. You want to know that they're going to answer text messages. And you definitely do that. You stay in contact with everybody, and you're very efficient as far as getting back answers, because people need answers right away. They don't have time to be waiting 24 to 48 hours to make a decision. And sometimes it makes or breaks whether they're going to go one way or the other. So that is really great. You make it super, super easy in that way to book there at Fountain-Pointe. The other thing, that the pricing hands down, it's very frustrating to want to do something, and again, you don't have that open pricing to say this is how much it's going to be, and I'm just going to throw this out there. It's very clear what's included. As a planner and or a couple out there looking to figure out financially how much this is going to cost, I can say this with confidence, and it's true. I would say about 25% of the phone calls that I get that they've already done, say we've called some venues, we've called this, we've called that. When they ask me how much something's going to cost, and I tell them, they go, "Okay, but what else?" Well, there's not a what else. Oh, well, these other venues, like they just give us the base price, or we get I didn't realize that when I signed up at this one particular venue, that when my deposit was so much, and then the rental price was, they didn't make it clear that that's just for the venue.
Yeah.
I didn't realize nothing else came with it. So now there's no way we can afford the things that we were really wanting to put in there, because now our budget is completely eaten up by the rental price of just having the wedding there at the venue. I get that. And there's two sides to that. That's like, well, hey, you have to do your due diligence to figure out, you sign a dotted line on anything. You go buy a car, you got to figure out what are you really paying for, because in the long run, your percentage point is, you could buy a car for $20,000, but in 5 years after you're paying off your percentage and your loan, you could have truly bought a car for $40,000. Right. So yes, the responsibility is absolutely on whoever's paying for the bill and the bottom line and what they're doing and signing that contract. However, the other side of that is making sure that it is very clear what someone is purchasing and getting. And you guys are absolutely on top of it when it comes to clear pricing and everything. It's like a boom, 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 boom list. And it spits out. And that online calculator.
Yes, we have not changed that. So that was one thing that someone had asked, like, oh my God, are y'all not doing that anymore? No, so pre-pandemic, we've always put pricing. That is the number one thing that couples want. We just listened to a podcast from Alan Berg, and he talked about this forum where couples were just venting about, like, why do I have to go see you in order to get the price? Like, I need to know the price. We've always had transparent pricing. And the reason is this: time is super, super valuable, not only just for us as the venue, but for couples. It is not fair for a couple to go fall in love with a venue they cannot afford. It's just not fair. And so, and to waste their time, because some of these venues are not close by, to drive out there to fall in love with it and then can't even book it. So that doesn't help anybody. I mean, this is a transaction. This is a business transaction. So we still have the same pricing calculator. I did the math. 10% of my clients in the last 3 years have booked what we call like an a la carte, where they pick and choose what vendors they want from our list. And, if they can bring in other vendors, as long as they're licensed and insured, 10%. That means 90% of the couples have loved the all-inclusive. It's quality, it's the pricing, it's the time. They don't have to worry about it. We do everything for them in-house, and we have very good preferred vendors. This isn't just like my grandma and my mom, and no, these are like amazing professionals. We keep on adding to the list. They're all licensed and insured. They've all worked with us at Fountain-Pointe. They've all worked with the new CDC recommendations and regulations. I mean, this is real. Like, we have transitioned into a whole new way of throwing events, and we have professional people on our team. And so that will not change. So if you still want to go in and look at the pricing calculator and price everything out individually, that's a great tool for my couples to just have in general, even if they don't book me. I had a review of a client who said, amazing venue. They gave us a checklist. We got to check out pricing. They didn't book us, but they were able to really use our tools to figure out, okay, what can we really afford and how much would it really cost if we did everything individually? Because we do give you a partner pricing. We give you, all of our vendors coming together, a promotional price, and we take the stress out of planning. So that is something that we've kept. We're still doing, larger weddings. We're not booking them until end of 2022, early 2023, because we don't want to put any couple or clients in situations where they can't throw those types of weddings if anything changes with the regulations. But it is all of the experiences, none of the stress. We have an experience for every single couple or every single client that wants to book an event. And that's what venues should be for. It's not what's best for me, it's what's best for my client. And that's something that when you go to the new website, I'm going to show you guys right now, It's so easy. You just go to pricing and then you just go pick. Do I want a pop-up? Do I want an elopement? Do I want a micro wedding? Do I want a private party? And then if there's something that doesn't fit there, we're going to make it work. And we're going to tell you, yes, we can do this, or no, we can't do this for this reason. And we're very transparent all around, because again, the safety of our guests, the safety of their guest, and really just being able to throw the event that they've always wanted to have without having to worry about, is it going to happen? Because we don't want to put couples in that situation and clients in that situation ever again.
Okay, well, since we're talking about this, can you put that up?
Yeah.
So we can, instead of changing the subject and coming back, let's see that in action.
Let's do it in action. So easy, 3 easy steps. Okay, let me share my screen. We get the tech team on.
Yeah.
Tech. So you just go to fountainpointe.com, but I'm going to share it with you guys here. And super easy. I'm going to share my screen. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay, so when you walk in, we are literally all of the experiences, none of the stress, and we already have some little blurbs here from our clients because it's super important to us. I love the statistics. Average cost of a wedding, $30,000. Number of couples in debt, 45%. Number of couples that hosted a pop-up or micro wedding in the last year, 47%. I love it. This is real. So not my statistics. This is like the real wedding industry statistics in the United States. But here it is. Pricing. You just go to the pricing page. You can hit pop-ups. Let's say you're like, oop, I want to know what a pop-up is. Boom. You pick your date, pick your time. You save the retainer there. And then this is telling you exactly what's in there. It tells you what's included, what's the starting at price. That's for 25 people, how long it is, how much to save the date. And look, we've already sold out. So the next dates are 10/9, 10/30, 11/20, and 12/4. So super easy. You don't want to do a pop-up. You want to do an elopement. Awesome. Well, elopement packages right here. And these are all real clients, guys. Like this is every picture in here are clients that we've had in the last 18 months, reviews from the last 18 months to 2 years. Again, here are dates and then times available. You want to do micro wedding? Great. You want to go one step up. It's kind of like going step up, from step up. And then you just pick what experience is best for you. And you can add in things. We love that. Our vendors are so easy. If you just want to do weddings, here's all-inclusive packages. So we really made it. See, pricing calculator. Boom. You go here and you can price out your wedding by your guest count, by what day of the week, by what vendors you want, what kind of bar you want, what kind of dinner you want. All of this is here. And at the end, it'll tell you exactly how much it's going to cost you for that amount of people and your booking discount. We even give you a discount for booking in 7 days. So all of this is here for you. Super easy to navigate. Reviews are next, because that's, again, the top 3 things for our clients were pricing, reviews, and pictures. So we did exactly what they wanted: pricing, reviews, pictures. Okay? And then you can go do a tour. If you want to do online tour, you can. We can do online consultations, virtual consultations, and then in person. Easy.
That's easy peasy. Wonderful. Okay, one more thing I do want to bring up that I think is amazing with the venue that people ask me all the time. I think it's really a COVID thing, because I hear it all the time, more now than it was pre-pandemic. People want an indoor and outdoor option. And so every single thing we've ever done there, the pergola in the back with the fountain behind it, and the lake is so beautiful to be outside if the weather permits. And that is the number one choice to be, because it's out in nature. You've got the trees. You can even hear the birds chirping. It's just so pretty. For some reason, it's not so great weather, then we have the option to come in. And what I love about it too is that you already have some arches that can be placed up, and you have some foliage that you can put on there and some drapery to give someone, instead of them having to last minute go, oh my gosh, and I have to order this and I have to order that. It's like, no, the venue already comes with some very minimal but very unique and very used items that come in clutch for couples and planners to be using if need be with the weather. And then the other thing is that front room. Sometimes when people go, oh, we know these venues have got separate rooms or whatever. No, separate rooms can be great, especially right now, because that room in the front is very flexible to do different things with. And then if you do need more space, you can be in the bigger ballroom area. So the property itself has different options that you can be very creative with. Great parking, plenty of parking for guests. You feel like you're, you know, out away from Houston, but not too far where you feel like you're, going so far away. Like, oh my God, it took us 2 hours to get here. So and that's unique. Not all venues have that indoor outdoor option or flex rooms to accommodate smaller events.
Yeah, we did. We've done a great job. Again, we perfected the formula. We've done a great job with, especially our elopement and pop-up dates. When we have the set dates, we do multiple in a day. The vibe is completely different and the look is completely different with all of our clients, but they have the option to say, you know what, do I want inside, do I want outside? You don't have to worry about like, okay, a month, 2 months before. You can pick that day because we've set it up to where, okay, we thought we were going to love the beautiful 2:00 ceremony in September, but nope, we decided to do it inside. And also, when you're doing a micro wedding and a regular wedding, you have 3 different areas that your guests are part of. And I think when people come into where they see that, I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like, I'm not just coming from the ceremony and I'm sitting down and waiting for dinner. There's a cocktail, a welcoming room, a cocktail hour room. We have the courtyard, which we redid during COVID as well. And so there's different areas, no matter how big or how small your event is. We're about to start hosting holiday happy hours, like little mixers out in the courtyard. Come and go, 5 to 8 p.m. You just come in. Your company pays for it. You get to come and celebrate. You get to come and drink. You get to eat, take some pictures, and go home and just have a celebration for those employees who've been working their butts off. Same thing with just lunches, showers. So it's not just about weddings. We've made this whole intimate event venue to what you really want it to be. And I've loved just to see all the different, all of our planners come in and then just be able to do different looks, different feels, and utilize all the spaces because that's what they're for. And, when we were just using them for full weddings, it was like, okay, outside, inside for cocktail and then the ballroom. But for our pop-ups and elopements, we've really been able to just be creative and do different things and different styles. And I think that's one of the things our clients love is every experience is different. Every wedding, every celebration is different. And they get to bring in what they want without having to do all the planning and calling all the vendors and getting all the pricing. It's like, okay, it really is like a one-stop shop, but a one-stop experience.
Awesome. Okay. So Gio,
yes,
for all the couples that are out there listening and everybody who wants to know, how can they book you, find you, and make all this happen?
Oh my God. I'm going to put everything here and it's also in the show notes. You can call me. You can literally call me or text me. And then my new email will be up there. Miabella Houston will always be still around. So if you were still looking for me on Miabella Houston, you can. It'll just redirect you to Fountain-Pointe. But I would love to just hear from you and just see what you want from us. Like, this is I love people. I love couples. I love my clients. Like, what do you want? How can we help you? Where do you fit in and which experience do you guys fit in? And let me send you some information because, again, everything's online. If you're like, oh, I don't want to call Gio, I don't want to talk to Minnie, I want to do my homework before, awesome. Just go to fountainpointe.com and you can go to pricing and then just go through the pricing sheet, see which experience is best for you. If you want to call me and say, I'm not sure, great, call me. We will take care of you. Yvette is always going to be here for pop-ups. Pop-Up Wedding Houston is a partner. Like, when I say it's a partner, they do all of our elopements, all of our pop-ups. If you want to talk to Yvette, Yvette is also available. Or if you just old school, if you want to email me as well. So I'm going to put all of that here in the comments. I'm available all the ways, DMs, phones, everything. And everything's at Fountain-Pointe now. So go find us there. And next week, I'll be interviewing Yvette about what's happening out in the pop-up world because we're always just doing new things, changing names, adding in new experiences. And so next week, it's your turn to tell everybody what's going on in your world. And if you didn't see the last few weeks, you guys, we have had some jam-packed episodes between marriage or money. Why not both? We've learned a lot this past 17, 18 months. Financial freedom, understanding how much money you really have. That is live and going. That course is amazing for you and your partner to take. But Just Engage University has all the tools and all the resources.
Yes. So again, thank you everybody for listening. You can find us at Just Engage University. Our podcast is, I personally think not Facebook, but YouTube is usually the most universal and the easiest because Facebook, not everybody has, but YouTube, you can find us on there. The course, the ebook, the marriage or money, everything is on justengageuniversity.com. Obviously, if you want to reach either one of us separately, our contact information is on there as well. We're happy to help in any way. And we just thank you for listening. Did you want to add anything else before we sign off?
No, I will see everyone next week. If you want more, just Engage University has everything, all of it, all of us, all of the things. Just follow us there, and then we're more than happy to bring any topics. And we love hearing from you guys too. So if you want to hear about a topic, you're not sure what's going on, we have a jam-packed Q4. We're going to Wedding MBA in November, so we're going to be, with other wedding pros and seeing what's going on in the world. But we have a lot of knowledge, a lot of tools, a lot of things. So let us know what you want from us.
Absolutely. Everybody have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.